All right, we are back for another taste of Runenberg. I did do a run off stream. Just for testing purposes, I abandoned it almost immediately. But do we want to change anything here? I'm going to include great axes. I think hammers and swords don't need to be in the mix. I'm going to include crossbows in the mix, and I'm going to include tomes in the mix. So that means we have what? 6, 5, 7? That seems fine. Maybe I get rid of great axes. We'll do it this way. So my goal here is we're going to be doing the science on the weapons today. So we're going to crank down the difficulty a bit, and we're going to try and make the weapons sing. I think we're going to stick with dexterity, siege, engineering, and celerity. Celerity is a little expensive. We had a lot of movement last time. Maybe we go swiftness and the 3 movement versus 1 movement is such a big difference. I do think with dwarves in the mix, Omen of Celerity is coming up hugely in my estimation. So we'll stick with that. We're just going to go Apocalypse 2. I do think that Apocalypse 3 is a big step up in difficulty because of the line of sight issues. There's so many rocks around Runenberg, but let's get into our run and meet our cast of heroes. I'm also curious about how we want to think about the starting in. We may want to pick up a hero at some point. Do you think that overheat explosion counts for proximity shot? That's an interesting question too. Okay, so we have an axe user with an offhand gauntlet, a gauntlet user with an offhand axe, another axe user, and oh yeah, because this counts as a melee. Or this counts as a magic weapon. How curious. Okay, and we're getting it from this side this time. So let's see. So we have a pistolier, an axe user, and a gauntlet user as our 3. Well, we're going to get to start using gauntlets. Getting it from this side is interesting because I think it means the inn is definitely done for. Because I think corpse piles are more important. But we do have a relatively good space for doing this, so I guess we get things going. See, so here's the problem. Our gauntlet user needs to be in the thick of things. Same with our axe user, and then our pistol user is our only ranged person. This is going to be a little weird, but we'll do a bit of a fighting retreat. Let's get to know who we're working with here, though. This could make a big difference. We have a traitor. Okay, so I think Carmen is going to become a horrifying alcoholic. Lots of booze in their life, potentially. We got Angelic Blood and Chubby. Pretty not great. Are they a dwarf or not? I wish they're human. Okay. And then what are we working with? We have some Boom Blood Mage possibilities here. We have Organic Armor. We have Coagulate. All right, I can see this being a thing. We also have Spiky Counter. We don't have Bodybuilder. I think we're going to shield build with this one. This will be interesting. The dud. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. What can I say? Let's see. So if we're going Spiky Counter, so we're going to be going for a block build. So I think Mana Shield is good so that we get our block up. So the problem with Mana Shield is that over time, it's probably not that great. And then what does... Your mana is transformed into resistance. So we could take this as a resistance perk. That's not bad. And then we'll probably want like Sheer Power and Big Game Hunter. We'll try this. We'll try this build, and this is going to be... We'll call this defensive for the time being, but this is a very experimental build, to be sure. Now, then we have Hunna, who is definitely our dwarf, because I don't recognize their name. They have no daily mana regen. Big oof on that one. They're snotty, troll-blooded, and a ranger. Okay, not terrible. They have multi-hit energy. We got Carnage. which I'm interested in. Okay, so Carnage, I want to do a Carnage build, and I've wanted to do a Carnage build for a while. Heart of the Party works super well with Crit Master and Big Game Hunter. And what is this? Hard as a rock. Whenever an enemy is killed, +1 block. I don't know if I like that or not. Let's try body count too. Defense being the first to die. It definitely could happen. And then no longer weapons means I guess we go flexibility. Okay. So this is gonna be a multi-hit hero with a twist. We know that Heart of the Party is pretty insane. This has been a huge amount of block for us. It makes the party significantly stronger. Then we have an illusionist who is foresighted and worried in the form of our second human. With 24 accuracy. Holy cow. Where is that coming from? Traits and base. Okay, yeah, that's just the perk doing work. And then we have the makings of a poison hero here. But poison doesn't really play well with any of the new weapons. So I think we're going to go for a sadism build. Okay, so here's a hot take. What if we go stunning opportunism and we go dagger gauntlet? What if we did that? I can get down with this idea. So this is going to be... I'm going to say that for now I'm going to call this Gauntlet Dagger. I'm going to go back and change some of the names. Then you are going to be... I'm going to add a C here because Cannon is going to be on the menu for this multi-hitter. And then you, because you're defensive, we know you're going to be Shield Wall. Okay. So we have a plan. For now, I suspect our axe user is going to be able to do work all by themselves, and we'll poke some baddies on the way by. But this side having no rune stones is kind of interesting. What's your crit at? 11%. Let's just move back with them. I'm not going to bother doing well. We'll at least. We'll at least do that. Yeah, and at the moment, I feel like it's going to be very easy for my hero to do this. We're going to take a ton of panic because the inn is just awkwardly placed. I don't think there's any way around that, but we're going to try. The sound effect on Snap may be the best part, if I'm being honest. Do we just want to, like, secure as many kills as possible here, right on the in wall? Like, we could do this and just see how many we can get concentrated in this space. What am I building Stefan as? Which one is Stefan? Stefan is going to be an opportunist who's going to be doing some snappery and some other things. Now, let's see. Ooh, bad job. Okay, we'll do that. And then... yeah, see, so Shockwave it feels so expensive for Propagation 3. That's my biggest frustration, I think. And also, we have no easy way to secure debuffs. So I think I'm supposed to do like a this and then like a this. I don't know. Do I kill one too many here? I guess that guy might not die. All right, well. You win some, you lose some. Yes, Thanos, the Thanos snap indeed. I don't think there's any way the inn survives this, just as a side note. This is a good place for us to stand. Then you absolutely need to boop that guy. I guess you can move into here. Now, this is the problem. We don't have... What am I supposed to use to... Maybe I'm supposed to use Shockwave and hope that it goes up this way? Maybe that means that I move into here. I Shockwave this way. Feels terrible. Okay, what are we looking at for? I don't like that we ran out of movement here. That was not optimal. And then we have this awkward situation where I'm like, how do I even move to hit this guy without hitting everyone else? All right, and I guess we'll do that, and then we will... I guess we have a movement potion. Let's get back to protecting the walls. Oh, wait, you're supposed to be here? Do I spend my other use of a movement potion? Hold on, maybe I do. I don't know why I'm trying to save the inn so hard. I will say. I think it's probably not the right decision. Oh, Gauntlet Dagger is my plan. Buttercup. Sorry. I also think I need to switch these two. Because this... We're gonna have big like this... Ugh. We're gonna have... So is there an elite bat on the first night of this always? Is that the not so secret? So let's see, are we... I guess I use my Geo Reservoir at some point. So now it is active. So it's 40 perk damage. 30 perk damage. Oops. So then I guess I'll move to here and I can snap these two. And then if I take a step back, I can toss a snap on these two. I just noticed that this guy over here is in the way, which is not great, I don't think. Not great for business. So I said I wanted to switch these two. Are you tossable, Stefan? Who's our tossable fellow? Oh, it's Hunna that's our tossable one. Do we toss you over to there so you can kill this guy? Might be a thing that we do. The inn is so in the way. You at least have movement. Okay, so... How much does the inn have? 30 hit points. Hilarious. Okay, so let's see. So, I think you loop around. And during your looping, you step to here. You toss. Zap them. Then you continue over to here. Hilariously roundabout, to say the least. But that gets our Snappist in this corner. And then we do that. This is some awkwardness, to say the least. And then you're going to be focused entirely on the bat, which means I think we have to abandon the front of this, which means we're definitely losing it. That's okay, though. Yep. No way we were saving the inn on this one. Hey, thank you, Carl. Thank you. It was a spicy meatball, to say the least. So let's see. So we can use you to do more debuffing here for more snapping, I guess. Yep, propagate as good as I remembered it. I will say that much. Okay, so are we better off? I guess we're better off snapping here. And then all we have left is a shockwave for our Geo reservoir, which is fantastic. All right, I guess that's the best we can do. The elite bat is a pretty hilarious addition to things. Let's see. If we just spend your whole turn. You're tossable, so we can just toss you to here, and then do something like that. Obviously, my vision of you doing all the work was not happening. The axe is just not doing the work that I want it to. Also, definitely left Carmen in a bad way. Oh, it's just bad. And then obviously our Geo Reservoir is not ready and raring to go. Getting 1 kill for 6 mana doesn't feel very cool. So we probably won't do that. Yeesh. And I guess we can move to here and just do this. We'll probably kill some that we're just gonna delete some walls of ours. Okay, well, at least we got them done. Yeah, Buttercup, it's a little painful. Yeah, we did you a little dirty, Carmen, but at least you're in the thick of things, right? All right, let's see what we can do here. I see a pretty decent grape shot. Oh, that was our turn? Yikes. That was no bueno. Yeah, and then we have the gauntlet that has terrible damage on the back ranks. Okay, then we get our snap, which if we move both of you doesn't look too bad here, but I'm spending a ton of mana on what I would describe as not a lot of value. So let's see, you're gonna need to get tossed, I think, to here to protect the last spell. Hey Alden, proximity shot boosts the damage of the cannon heat explosion by a max of 40%. Good to know, Abigail. Good to know. How are you doing, Abigail? I've been whinging a bit about the current weapons, which I have mixed feelings on, I think is the best way to put it. I'm not blown away. I'm trying very hard to keep everybody kind of locked in this little corner here, but you're gonna have to come deal with this bat. That's just the way it's gonna be. But yeah, so far none of the weapons feel like they particularly fit into any kind of like meta-defining spot for me, at least. The gauntlet feels like a kind of worse axe. The cannon feels like it has a big downside for not a huge amount of benefit. Let's see. Oh, and you can't walk that far, eh? You're one tile short of where I want you to be. The gauntlet also feels very mana costly. Hey, thank you, Carl. Thanks for swinging by and saying hi, for sure. So we have two movement, so we'll do this. And then, all right. That's all she wrote. And then someone's going to have to come over and take care of this guy. I guess our best bet... I mean, I can spend another 2 mana here, but it doesn't feel very good. And then I guess I stick with the secondary damage there, but... Yeah, and then then that's the best that I can do, I think. That's true. We can feed them potions. That is true. We did a pretty good job at least consolidating corpses, but again, I think it's going to take... I think not only is it going to take the full gauntlet person's turn to kill the winged, I think they might fail. Hold on. This is so hilariously awkward. If I move to here, also there's a hole in the ground there. Fantastic. So if I stand here, okay, so what I need to do is I need to put on the debuff with Shockwave. So at least we have Opportunism procced. Then I have to use these like this. Okay, it wasn't as bad as I was worried it was going to be. And then we have to step one back so that we can at least snap this guy a little bit. But, yikes. A new siege weapon? I don't know. I would have liked to have seen a defense rework. I think that's my, that was the thing on my wish list. Let's see, what are we gonna do with you? One more grape shot for the road. we'll do that, and then I think we'll just pop the dodge potion and try and get that going. So we need to stand here to block the last spell, and you can move one more forward. I'm enjoying the DLC. We today's mission is to try to decode how we make the weapons of the DLC work. Because so far I'm a little underwhelmed. I think they don't really fit into any of the builds that I would normally build, nor do I see them enabling any particularly transformative builds. So that's science is required. I'm not saying that it's a dud or anything like that, but we do need to figure out how we see. I don't want to spend another 2 mana, and that leaves me just snapping, which feels like a hugely ineffective ability. Like when you compare snap to the Axe's shred, it's not a favorable comparison by any stretch of the imagination. Let's see, you could do that. We'll just toss you over to here to protect. And then yeah, you're worthless. I'm curious. So I need to play with the cannon more. There is certainly the possibility that the cannon has more upshot than I am giving it credit right now. Early game it feels very awkward. And late game I haven't really had the opportunity. This is going to be our opportunity to try and make the pistol work late, or excuse me, the cannon work late game. So we'll see how that goes. All right, how'd I do on kill balancing? I feel like I did pretty well. But yeah, the cannon's problem is the min and max range make it pretty darn limiting. And then early game, if it's your only weapon, like on the first night, very, very hard to make it work. Because you end up overheating very quickly. But let's see. Okay, at least the corpse piles were kind to us on this first night. But yeah, so the plan right now is Carmen is going to be Shield Dagger or maybe Shield Gauntlet is my plan here. The other thing is the layout of the town is nightmare fuel on this one, just as a random aside. It's really painful. Let's see. So we'll get cash flow from that to get our first upgrade. That means that now we can get this, and then we need 2 more, which means I think I am gonna do this. This side's getting attacked, so we'll move this one over. So the problem, I think one of the challenges... Oh, we need 1 more upgrade too, don't we? Yeah. The problem that I see is that they're trying to once again make defensive heroes work on a very boomer-heavy map. which is challenging, I think. So let's see. So we're going defensive with you. Is that right? We are indeed going defensive with you. So we'll take Coagulation, and we'll take Spiky Counter. We're trying to make it work. Never let it be said. Now, I was planning to go Mana Shield. Yeah, I was planning to go Mana Shield for block, but block is capped at 100, right? Yeah, block is capped at 100. I feel like we get there very quickly with a Blood Mage. So I don't want to take a bunch of block that we don't need. Now, I was also planning to take mana growth as a way to get our resistance going. Like right now, we would be getting from this, we'd be getting like 10 resistance from our mana. And we'd be getting another, let's see, by the time we're level 4, this will be, well, time we're level 5, let's say, this is 30. 25% of 30 is a little less than 10. So this is going to be giving us about 10% more resistant. Boomers are a problem the last night, but if you've built a hero the whole time to tank and to be able to wade into the crowd, and all of a sudden half the map is boomers, you have a bit of a problem, don't you? So let's see. So because we don't have bodybuilder, I think the physical damage is very good for us. And then I don't mind taking some XP gain. We could have also taken some daily health regen. That could have been good as well. And then Carmen is not, Carmen has 0 block at the moment. So I'll grab some block, and I will grab some damage. There's a lot to learn in this for sure. There's a lot to learn. There's a big learning curve. All right, now, Hana, I still don't understand how body count contest works, but we're going to try it out. We're going for a multi-hit build, which means we'll probably take... Carnage is going to come online pretty late game. So we'll grab that, and then 141, I think I'd rather take First Blood first and see what we can get. So let's see. Don't like opportunism, particularly on these types of heroes. Crit power's fine. Magic damage is also fine. I'll save my other reroll for other things. I'll take the crit, though. I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth, and then... Resistance reduction is okay. There's a lot of value to resistance reduction on the final night. And Abigail, I know you're floating around in here. Question for you: have you finished your first run yet? Now, Gauntlet Dagger. So that means you're an opportunist, to be sure. God, the freaking Gauntlet's damage range is so low. Alright, that's a nice damage increase for sure. Do we want crit? We're going to be taking Bully, so I think a little bit of crit is okay, but I don't know if I want to take that crit. Skill range probably doesn't help us. We'll definitely take the opportunism. So this is going to be like an opportunism build. I think it's fine. Oh yeah, it is a poison build too, isn't it? Because we're going like kind of like dagger multi-hit. So we do need to commit to dagger early if we're going this path. We're not really getting any benefit out of crit per se. I don't know if I rolled past any poisons there. If I did, don't tell me. I'll just feel bad. Take the XP first. We'd like to get Contaminate, but it can wait until next time. Let's do our Elite Carrion. Freaking Spear. We could take a Spear until our Blood Mage comes online, but let's see what the shop has on offer. There's the dagger that we need, the hand crossbow that we maybe need. I think we're going hand crossbow cannon on our multi-hitter. The offhand gauntlet looks too much like the regular gauntlet. We'll grab those two. And then I'd love to get a shield going. One reroll looking for a shield, maybe? I'm staggeringly disappointed here. All right, let's see. So okay, so let's put on the equipment that we've gotten so far. So this is your Gauntlet Dagger. So you're gonna take that. You're defensive, so this fits pretty well for now. Although I think I want to move it over to No, I guess it does stay here. And then you're going to take that. And then do we roll for a shield here? This spear is pretty freaking good. I think early on we can't really say no to the spear. Actually, hold on. The hero that I'm going to be putting it on, Carmen, has a lot of mana. Yeah, I think just to make sure that we get through this night, we grab it. It's going to be hard to replace it, but for now we'll do that. The extra AP helps out a lot. And then ballista time. We could also get another gold mine going. We're a little shy on money for another gold mine, so maybe we can't. The big side is this side here. Okay, and then now we need to do some demolition. That house definitely needs to go too, but we'll wait on it. See, with 50 more gold, the only house that we could upgrade is this house, and I'm not going to do that. So I think these corpse piles are definitely dead to us. Tearing down the walls to make villages safe since 2002, I think. When did this game come out? Let's see. So you're gonna do pretty well here. I think we put our quote ranged hero over there and have these two do work over here. No, that is the big side though. I think you have an easy solo over here. So we'll do this, and you're the only one who's really going to be able to soften folks up. So, all right, we'll save. Are we going to save our money, or are we going to spend our money? We're going to save our money. I do like the beers, I will say, but it's mostly the Pilsner that I am enamored with. All right. Yes, we shall proceed. Into night 2 we go. Archers is annoying. Archers is going to make it very hard for us to do what needs to be done. Do I just commit to killing the archers? I think that's very reasonable. Let's just stay ahead on the archers. I think that's where the smart money is. Oh, we have hunters too. How lovely. This guy's out in proper BFE. I think we'll guarantee the kill with that, and that means that we have a few more resources for the great softening. And I suspect this is a kill on anybody if we hit anybody with it. Actually, well, yes it is. Okay. Our spear user defensive hero is going to have a slightly hard time with with the ranged enemies, I reckon. Can't really... What's the range on the hunter? It's 10 on this shot, right? Yeah, so if you're walking to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, technically it can't get to anything if I snipe these two and run away. Yeah, because you go back to your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or 8, 9, 10. Yep, shouldn't be able to shoot anything. So we'll just ignore them. What's your crit at that you're critting so much? 22%? All right, we will chill at 22%. Freaking barricade in the way. Let's see. All right, we're just gonna have to chill on the barricade, I guess. Nobody's making it to the wall. So I guess I really would have liked to have killed this archer. Let's see, your range is 5. I'm gonna walk here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so if we walk back to here, we should be fine. We do have no one with defensive training, so we'd rather get the kills on our heroes, but can't quite get the hunter dead, but the runestone is blocking my vision, so you're a tossable fellow though. So let's see, you can probably get tossed to like here and still get both of these dead. Get you over here blocking. Either way, we're potentially going to take a hit here on the ruin, but that's okay. Back in action, Rue. Like we never left. The hunters are just really unpleasant. That's my main gripe at the moment. That's right, we're punching. Let's see. So again, we have this brilliant problem of we have to go all the way around if we don't go this way. Let's see. I think sure, we'll zap you that way. I think we're plenty defensive enough there. Actually, oh shoot, I should have. Am I gonna toss you to help out over here? I think that's fine. And we still make it most of the way back to where we want it to be. Defensive hero doing defensive things. You love to see it. So this is a turn where we might be able to get some Geo Reservoir, but I'm like sitting here and I'm like, I need to be over here to hit this T shape. And I don't have it. And then, I mean, maybe... So the problem is Geo Cannon right now hits our own structure. And that was an improved snap that just failed to get the kill on that one. Feels a little disappointing. But let's see how we do over here. Are we better off? I think we're better off axing these guys. Okay, left myself a little exposed there, perhaps. Am I out of movement right now? I am out of movement. All right, means I can't get shots off on either of these with this charged up pistol shot, unfortunately. So I think we just do that, and this might be a good turn to do that. I don't think Carmen's in too much trouble. Hey, Bronco, how's it going? It's going well over here. I'm trying to. All right, well, we're not that defensive. I guess the minus block over here is something to be cognizant of. But very disappointed that our defensive hero is not as durable as I might have imagined. But yeah, the minus block does hit pretty hard on these guys. That's the other thing. They've given us the new shield, and then they're immediately like, how would it feel if you had a bunch of minus block from quick shot? And you're like, well, I think it would feel pretty bad. What do you think? Okay, let's clear out some of the things we can kill with that. The thing that I'm concerned about right now is that we're not gonna get all these guys taken care of. I guess we did, so that's good. I hate taking this guy out this way, but only one action left. I think we're best off doing that. All right, we do keep it below the panic threshold, but it's not pretty. I will use my movement here to get you back out again. Wait, oh, are you? Am I getting confused? Is our defensive hero Carmen? Oh, our defensive hero is Carmen. Okay. No wonder Stefan didn't do so well. Hilarious. That was not it. Wrong hero. Now, the last time we got really unlucky on... Hey, thank you, Bloodfang. We got really unlucky on corpses during the second half here. Okay, so let's see. So you're... we're not even getting the kill there. That feels bad. Last 2 mana. Let no one ever say that the gauntlet is not a pricey weapon. And then I don't think there's any way we get these last 2 kills. So we will slip out of... Oh, really? This is a rush target for sure. And then yeah, there's no way we're making it over to these 2 guys. So we'll lose the S rank, but it's not the end of the world. It was not their fault. It was not their fault at all. Although anytime anybody takes more damage than I want them to, I will consider them dead to me. Let's see. Do we let the archer's just gonna stand there, so whatever. I'm not gonna try baiting these guys in. I have no tolerance for that. Alright. So let's see how we do on corpses. Because our last run on APOC 5, we got 0 mountains. So I'm really hoping that we don't have a repeat performance on that. That's more like it. Found a good synergy with 2 out of the 3 weapons. Large shield and pistol cannon. And hand crossbow. But it's difficult to find the weapon synergies. So wait, Luke, so you're saying... So list out the specific synergies you're referring to. It sounds like it's... pistol cannon and hand crossbow, or no, shield and pistol and cannon and hand crossbow are the ones that I think you're talking about. Let's see what our night reward looks like. All right, we are going to be getting a cannon, so I might grab this one, although that's not exactly the cannon of my dreams. The shield I will probably buy, even though it's expensive. A much better cannon down here. That turtle charm is also nice. I'm being tempted to spend all my money on weapons. Short bow, people have different opinions on it. Bloodfang, I think, is the short version. So let's see. I could get back 80 gold if I get 3 more workers. What does that look like? That looks like me... Yeah, I would say the jury is in my eyes out on short bow. I think it's okay, but it doesn't have a lot of synergy with other weapons. Hey, Dorian. Welcome on in. Long-time viewer, first-time chatter. Welcome, welcome. Want to add to your equation. You've got mostly base versions of the new weapons like wooden cannons versus adamantium. That's going to make them pound for pound less good than the older weapons. Yeah, no, I recognize that. Although I have looked at the upgraded versions. Can I go to the Orichalcum from here? I can really quickly. Just so we can see the 1000 AP versions of them. Granted, the wooden ones have less base damage, but that's not... I don't think we're working with those right now. These 2 bonuses, like Steel War Shield having armor and this War Shield having crit power, don't excite me that much. This Gauntlet having Opportunism is like the okay one for my eyes, but the propagation damage on this one is kind of meh. The multi-hit here, I still think that Armageddon is a bit of a dud. It's nice to see an adamantium version for sure. And then the mithril cannon, maybe on a blood mage, I think is the short version. But okay, so where am I putting this house? I guess that's the first. Let's rebuild this house. It needs to move. I kind of feel like tucking it in here is better, but we could also put a gold mine there. I think we're going to be... Maybe the last house... I think the last house goes here. And then the question is, do we want to spend 140 plus 40? 180 gold to get back 80? I think that's okay, because I think that puts us in a better position. Where are waves coming from? So they're only coming from the bottom. So this is perhaps the more Yeah, and in fact, we don't need the money that much right now, so let's get that going. Yeah, so am I even rocking the worst gauntlet right now? Is the Novice's Gauntlet the bad gauntlet? I guess it is. I guess that's a valid point. It is the Novice's Gauntlet is the equivalent of the wooden version. Now, over here, I saw something that I liked, but not that much. This steel dagger is quite nice. I'm gonna grab that for our gauntlet user. Did I just... That was a pretty big side grade. Let us not speak of that ever again. I will get the shield just because it's thematically on point. And I will get the cannon because that's what we're doing here. We're here for the weapons, so I'm gonna make some suboptimal choices. I would like this turtle charm. Let's see if we can sell some helms for it. Let's see. Okay, so this helm is good on you. Just make you a little more blocky. You are a defensive person. Now you have that for reminding us. We can grab that. And that gets us the turtle charm. Which for now, I'll put here. And then the defensive charm with 2 block can go there. And then you can get a little more mobility with your gauntlet because you're going to be running around in circles. Now, let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go contaminate first. Let's see if we can find a little bit of poison. Magic damage doesn't really do it for us. We'll take we'll take a big propagate because we're gonna try and at some point use that. And then our crit is decently high. We'll keep pushing crit. It is good. Then over here, we want to keep our dodge at 0. We have some decent mobility. I think we can afford to... Do we do a turn with no recouping? Nah, I think... Oh yeah, we have to pick a lower... I'm a step ahead of myself. Hold on a second here. So you... So if we gave up mana growth, hear me out. If we gave up mana growth and we gave up mana shield... We could go contaminate Sadist and get a little more spicy damage. That's probably better. Sure. I'll roll with that instead. We'll give this a little bit of an opportunist tilt. Now, we took coagulation, so we like daily health for the value that it gives us. And then we could take some resistance. We're not going to be getting as much resistance from blood magic anymore. I think our block is at 12. Kind of want to roll. Do we care about health? We don't really care about health. Having more health is good. I'm not going to say that it isn't, but I'm going to roll one more time. All right. Not what I wanted, but I think... I'm still trying to figure out how I want Carmen to go. So I'm going to grab Glass Cannon. Carnage is going to come online later. I also realize that we have one more... We need one more skill for this hero, but grab Glass Cannon to get that crit rate going. Ooh, action point versus crit. I could pick mana for resistance. It is true. And then what are we taking for our second one here? I mean, we could have all the block in the world with hard as a rock. We also could forgo flexibility and go contaminate Sadist again. It's not bad. With a multi-hit hero, we'll stack up some nice opportunism. All right, this is the all opportunism channel apparently. We'll do it. But I'm excited about Carnage. But Sadist and Contaminate, I think, work well together. Okay, so everybody's coming from the bottom. So we're going to fill out our ranks with a bias towards the bottom without being completely bottom heavy. Just because we have a lot of ballistas to build, and I don't want the backside to get left in the lurch. But we'll do a full complement on that side. All right. I remember at the beginning of the game, it was very strange. Weapons like the hand crossbow, which were very unbalanced weapons. I think there'll be an update. I think there will be some tweaks that they make. But let's see. I think we're good to go. Our biggest problem right now is that our gauntlet user is broke on mana. It would have been really cool if they had a runestone you could break to give you back mana. But that's an aside. All right, let's go to night number 3. So immediately I'm like, I wonder if this Ripper kills our shield dude. That's the thing that's in the back of my mind. Didn't quite make it, but we can slow it down next time. Just gonna swap those two to be ready to deal with the Ripper. Too early for that, but that's the thing, right? When we're talking about defensive builds, it's, you know, you're sitting there and you're like, okay, well, are we gonna be okay? All right, so I guess we're just blowing you up. And then if I move to here, we don't quite have... Like, it's easy to get this kill. For sure. We haven't taken Sadist on you, so there's not a lot of value there. I mean, I wanted to put a little bit more work in here, but I guess that's our turn. Then I want to leave you... I think right here, everybody's melee, so we just want things to die. These are all, oh, this is a Haven tile, Haven, Haven, yeah. So we're gonna try and concentrate enemies like right there. Next turn we're gonna have to work on the harpies. Yeah, defensive builds with ballista are always a little hard to make work. Not gonna lie about it. All right, I think, well, you have to work on this guy. The gauntlet, I tell you, it's pretty rough and tumble. So that leaves me to do all of the Harpy and the Ravager work. I don't think that sounds very fun for me. That helps the process. All right, let's put it to the test, right? We got a fair amount of armor, a fair amount of block. Are these guys just gonna kill us? How hard do they hit? 75 to 80? What could possibly go wrong? That's an invisibility potion, right? Yes, it is. Back with food. Oh yeah, we also have poison enemies. Fan-freaking-tastic. All right, your poison attack is range what? 3? So if you walk to here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've slowed you down enough. You'll come in when you're gonna come in. And then we're gonna have some problems over here, so I guess we'll shift you back this way. All right. Defensive hero versus harpies, go. Or versus a harpy, I guess. So here's my assessment right now. I think what the shield needs, what the shield craves, other than the mines, is... Oh, it is so bad. It craves a skill that does more damage based on how much block you have. That's what we're missing on the shield, in my opinion. Like, you need to have... I think shield up should be increasing your block, and then I think breach should be scaling off of the amount of block you have. Maybe. Maybe that's what we need. I don't know. Let's see. So, can I... I'm trying to think where I want to move our block hero so that hopefully they get surrounded, but also they're killing stuff in the Haven. Because if I move to here, I guess the Harpy will take up this slot, probably. We'll see how bloodthirsty the Harpies are. That'll be... Actually, we can put a little bit of poison on the Harpy to encourage it to end up there. That'll be an interesting experiment. We'll move forward one. Oh, we're out of... This is Haven, right? Yeah, we want stuff to die here, so we'll do like that. And then we'll just chill. Okay, will the Harpy take up that floating spot? It won't. What the heck, Harpy? So the Harpies seem very, very last spell motivated. You missed. We have 0 dodge, and this guy's sitting here swinging for the fences. Slap that on there, move you back, and then you're going to have a lot of work to do here. Into the breach, dear friends. Okay, so we will get everything cleaned up, but the thing is, if it's not boomers, it's freaking hoppers poisoning us. Let's see, how much health do you have? 84. Boom goes the dynamite on that one, I guess. I'm trying to use our shield person to kind of like funnel stuff into the middle, but it is hard to get just the right. I probably should have. Probably should have opened with. Probably should place him here. That's probably thing number one. But see, now I want to be over here to hit both of them. The gauntlet. The gauntlet just feels a little awkward at times. I don't know. Yeah, correct. You don't want... We have no dodge, to be clear. We have 0 dodge. that the enemy missed them because of a lack of accuracy. Okay, at least we'll get a few spiky counters there. A bit of trouble. You're at full freaking health. Come on. So I wonder if it is... I guess we just... But like this guy needs to be taking hits, right? That's the... Do we have no perfect guard still right now? Jeez. Feels bad, man. Okay, now we need to make sure that you're here. We're just kind of spreading contagion willy-nilly. I don't know that that's the play, but I mean, some of the enemies do get redirected. But again, it is... Okay, so we have 32% perk damage. That's pretty decent. It does go down fast. And then we could even... The 2 mana cost on the shield's move ability is also a little tough. But... Yeah, like, when I have this offhand axe, I find myself more inclined to use the offhand axe than I do to go the other way with it. But I'm curious, we may get better pile generation over here. I should always pick the block over the armor. We will get poisoned on the top there. Well, not if it decides to buff, I guess. Okay, so we can do contagion there and contagion there. Then we snap. The secondary hits of snap. Maybe it's gonna get great, but right now, the thing that I guess I'm noticing is just that the gauntlet lacks a good way to enable. And then if we move to here, we can get these two with this. I need an opportunism enabler, I guess, is what I'm thinking. I want to see where these enemies go. So this enemy and this enemy can make it to here. So I think it will go to here. I think this guy moves to here. I think this guy moves to here. I think this guy moves to here, moves to here. This guy is in a weird place, and this guy's going to charge forward. Gauntlet is not range modifiable, but when you proc Geo Reservoir, it gains 5 range. But none of these skills are range modifiable. Oh, wait. I take it back. They are range modifiable. They all just start at range 1 to 2. Oh. Okay, that's a good thing that you pointed out. Okay, so yeah, this guy did walk. Okay, that worked well. It just starts with 0 range. I do think the corpse pattern tells a good story about the utility that Carmen provided. Like the corpse U here, I think, was very influenced by having a hero out in the mix. And the 3 corpse piles pay for themselves. We'll get rid of this one. And then we can finish up the sides here. And start working around the back. So this side is light 1 ballista because of the gap that we have here. So I'll put another one right there just to even things out. And then I'll tuck... Alright, I won't tuck one in here. I was going to tuck one in there, but that's fine. Alright, lots of money. Probably not the turn for... So someone has to solo back here. I think it's going to be Gauntlet. Sir Gauntlet of Gauntletshire. And these two will do the cleanup over here. Then, do you want to go up to 12 workers? Certainly a temptation. No, maybe, I think it's actually build some gold mines time. And also tear down this gold mine, since we're floating some money. Get our circle of gold mines going. I'll pick up a mana well, because that's resistance, if nothing else. And we can also boop you, like so. It is not point blank forever. I need to think more about that. The Battle Mage armor is pretty good. I think we can do better than these. That crossbow is okay, but it doesn't really... Better Gauntlet. I think we do it because that is our mission. We could go double Gauntlet, but... Ooh, Cultist robes are really nice. I think I will grab those. Sorry for bumping the mic. Hope that didn't come across too loud. Smith's Anvil. Every 3 enemies killed, 2% resistance up to 50% resistance. The Blood Mage called... Ooh, this gauntlet... Hold on. So this gauntlet has significantly higher base damage. Alright. I hate to respend money that we already spent, but... I really want to give the gauntlet a chance. I'm trying here. I hope everyone appreciates that. Yeah, I think it could be interesting. The range damage on it is kind of meh, but let's do it for our spiky counter friend. And then we got some amber beers we're not that interested in. So do our level ups. Our defense friend is getting a bunch of things offered. We are going a bit of opportunism. Do I want to invest in it, though? I think physical damage is the better grab here. There's nothing wrong with armor. We are trying to make an unkillable hero. We're going organic armor. With no bodybuilder, do we want to go organic armor? I don't think we do. Hot take. I don't think it helps us that much. Well, we do get the healing received from it. So, Brian, I think of block as the best early game defense, resistance is the best late game defense, and armor as the kind of like middle throughout the entire run. Yeah, well, yeah, without bodybuilder, I really wish you could get level 2 perks off of medals. Anyways, that's a random aside. Like, not being able to get bodybuilder on this hero is a bummer, and it would be fun if we could get it. So we get more healing received, and we get more health pool, which you can't really do anything with. We already have a fair amount of armor. I think the movement is important to us, but we do have movement from the shield. I'll take vampire regardless. I think more movement is always good, but let's keep going defensive. I want to build a hero that is defensively minded. Then over here, Carnage isn't going to come online until our multi-hit gets a little higher, so I'll grab But do we know that I'm definitely going Contaminate Sadist? Certainly looks that way. Yeah, we'll grab Carnage after we get Crit Master, once we have some multi-hit. Okay, we want range damage over here. Skill range is really good. The cannon needs some skill range to feel not terrible. Accuracy is off the charts good, so we're good on that front. And then our Opportunist is going to pick up Sadist and Runic Gift. Love to see that combo coming in. So Gauntlet is magic damage, so we could go magic. We're supposed to also be going poison, but I think I take magic damage over a little bit of poison here. And then over here, don't really need the accuracy. The crit is out of control on this hero, but we got magic here and we can... All right. Glad we rolled. I think I'll take more magic damage. Really trying to make that gauntlet our bread and butter. Okay, and then we got this for our defensive hero. And for now, we can just toss that there. Okay. I just worry that Carmen isn't going to get any love because they're always going to be... The ballistas are always going to be stealing their thunder.